Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Look, if you're operating in the modern digital economy, you already know that speed and flexibility aren't just nice to have. They are absolutely essential. So today, we're looking at a pretty fantastic solution that bridges the gap between the cryptocurrency world and your everyday digital spending. We're going to explore exactly how you can fund virtual Visa and Mastercards using USDT on CardUpNow. It's a completely seamless process, and it's designed to get you up and running with virtual cards in literal minutes. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of how it works, let's talk about the actual problem this solves. Are you just totally tired of slow bank transfers, heavy conversion fees, and those annoying manual processing delays? Traditional banking systems introduce a whole lot of friction. Whether you're trying to manage software subscriptions, run global ad campaigns, or just pay for everyday sauce tools, waiting 3 to 5 business days for a wire transfer to clear just doesn't cut it anymore, right? And that is exactly where this crypto-powered alternative steps in to completely change the game. So here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover what USDT actually is, why it's ideal for funding, a quick step-by-step deposit guide, the whole TRC20 versus ERC20 network thing, how to avoid some common payment mistakes, and finally, how this enables incredibly fast global payments. Let's get right into it. Part 1. What is USDT, the digital dollar? Okay, let's demystify this a bit. USDT, which is commonly known as Tether, is one of the most widely used stablecoins in the entire world. Now, when most people think of cryptocurrency, they usually think of wild price swings, right? Like Bitcoin or Ethereum just jumping up and down in value all day. Well, a stablecoin is entirely different. It's designed specifically to maintain a consistent, stable value. So you get the incredible, borderless speed of cryptocurrency, but you completely remove the volatility. The secret to that stability is a one-to-one peg. USDT is pegged directly to the US dollar. That means the value stays perfectly consistent. 1 USDT equals exactly 1 US dollar. And for users operating online, this is massive. The amount you send is the exact value you get. There are no nasty surprises based on sudden market conditions. It moves across borders in minutes, and it requires zero bank approval, whether you're sitting in Southeast Asia, Europe, or literally anywhere else on the globe. Moving on to part 2. Why choose USDT funding? So, what makes USDT such a perfect match for CardUpNow? Honestly, it's how it just entirely removes financial friction. Because it bypasses traditional banking limits, you unlock true global access with incredibly fast automated transactions. Plus, because CardUpNow offers no KYC virtual cards, you get privacy-first funding without sacrificing that super reliable one-to-one dollar value we just talked about. There are no complex bank verifications standing in your way. It's just immediate, borderless utility. Part 3. The step-by-step deposit guide. Getting your virtual card ready is practically effortless. You simply log into your CardUpNow deposit section, select USDT, and then choose your preferred network, which is either TRC20 or ERC20. The system then generates a unique, session-specific wallet address for you to copy. From there, you just open your own crypto wallet, send the exact requested amount, and within minutes, the network confirms it, and your balance updates automatically. That is literally it. In just a few minutes, your virtual Visa or Mastercard is fully funded and totally ready to go for online shopping or SaaS subscriptions. Part 4. TRC20 versus ERC20 networks. This is a really important technical distinction you need to make when you deposit. CardUpNow supports 2 major blockchain networks for USDT. First, we have TRC20, which operates on the Tron network. This is generally the most commonly used option because it features really fast confirmation times and incredibly low network fees, often way less than $1. On the other hand, we have ERC20, which runs on the Ethereum network. It's highly reliable and broadly compatible with almost all wallets and exchanges. However, the transaction fees, which are known as gas fees, can be a bit higher, especially during peak times. So if you're a beginner and you're unsure which one to pick, TRC20 is usually going to be your most cost-effective choice. Part 5. Avoiding common payment mistakes. Okay, let's enter the danger zone for a quick second, because we really need to talk about some critical watchouts. The most crucial point to remember is this: blockchain transactions are completely irreversible once they're confirmed. This is just a fundamental property of how blockchains operate. Unlike your traditional bank, there is no customer service agent who can push an undo button if you make a mistake. Once the funds are sent out of your wallet, they are sent. Because these transactions are irreversible, you absolutely must pay attention to this warning. Always verify the selected network. Sending USDT via a network that does not match the provided address will result in lost funds that cannot be recovered. Honestly, this is arguably the single biggest user error in all of crypto. If you select TRC20 in CardUpNow, you absolutely have to send it via the TRC20 network from your wallet. Always take that extra 5 seconds to double-check. Here's another vital pro tip. You must send the exact specified amount shown in the payment instructions. Remember how we said earlier that the deposits are beautifully automated? Well, if you send a mismatched amount, that automation breaks. A mismatched deposit requires manual review by the support team, which completely slows down your instant access. To keep things moving at the lightning speed of crypto, just send the precise amount requested. Part 6. Fast, secure global payments. Let's bring the energy back up and look at the security features that make this system so reliable. You can fund your account with absolute confidence here because the underlying security architecture is rock solid. Since CardUpNow uses session-based wallet addresses, your payment instructions are generated fresh every single time, which virtually eliminates fraud. And because everything is publicly verified on-chain, your funds move directly from your wallet straight to your CardUpNow balance with zero third-party custody and absolutely no hidden markup fees. The very moment the blockchain clears it, your balance updates instantly. Which brings us to our final thought for today. Why on earth would you wait days for a bank transfer when you can launch a virtual card in literally minutes? USDT funding is custom-built for users who want speed without compromise. No waiting days for funds to clear, no unnecessary friction, just a simple deposit that turns into a working, high-limit virtual card in seconds. So if you're ready to ditch the outdated, painfully slow banking systems and experience the speed of borderless crypto payments for yourself, definitely head over to CardUpNow.com to get started. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy spending.